Hello, Cancer. Here's your reading. These are general. Take what works, and what doesn't work just doesn't work. But if you stumble upon this reading at a later date, there may be something in it for you. But let's see what the cards have to say. In your recent past position, you have the Page of Pentacles. In your current energies, you have the Six of Pentacles. In your near future, you have the Page of Wands. And your challenge for the week is the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. And what is recommended for you is the Two of Pentacles. So in your recent past, this is indicating that you had some type of determination to complete something. I see the pages, they're the students of the deck. This can also mean that some messages or news had come your way regarding whatever this represents for you. But the pages, to me, they're students, they're learning, they're involved in something and they're trying to learn more about it. And each of them learns in a different way or has a different style of doing that. But the page, to me, he's very hands-on, but he's very dedicated. I always see the Pentacle suit as being like very dedicated and diligent, kind of that kind of persistence almost to continue on creating something or to perfect something. So there was something you were learning about or trying to implement in your life. This could be whatever you're doing, whatever this represents for you, but you were kind of trying to figure it out. You were trying to figure out how to make it work, and you were learning what you could about the situation to kind of help yourself gain information or gain clarity or gain some type of like practical diligence with something. So, and the Six of Pentacles here is all about giving and receiving. I feel like this is going with whatever you learned. I wonder if you're actually able to help somebody else in some type of way with this information, or you're able to now, people want to help you. Maybe you've actually shown someone around you that you are very interested in a particular subject, or you have a certain kind of, I don't want to say mastery quite yet, because the page, to me, he's not quite the master quite yet, but he's willing to try. He's putting in that effort. So there may be somebody that's seeing that you have an interest in something, you're trying, and they want to help you push forward or kind of maybe overcome some hurdles or obstacles. Or it could be that you're now trying to share your knowledge or your resources, in a sense, however this is for you, with somebody else. Now, sometimes I see this as even people, you may not even need to know these people. They could be like people on YouTube. Maybe somebody you follow is very proficient in a certain area, or they have a lot of good ideas, or they're very skilled, and you're watching and you're trying to learn how they're doing to help you hone your skills or hone your understanding and knowledge and expertise in this situation, or help streamline something. So I think that's really, really positive. But this always represents there's a balance. Like you're gaining or giving, but you're not out of balance. You're kind of keeping it level in a sense. And what's coming in for you with the Page of Wands, I think now you're going to be even trying different things. I think to me this represents you may be branching out. Like I see the Page of Wands as being a little bit more kind of willing to try different avenues. Like you have the main topic here, but this guy, he's going to be willing to try to integrate different aspects or try to come at things a little bit differently than maybe what is traditional or what the way you've been doing it before. But he's also a student, so he's trying, but he's actively trying to figure out the best way. Sometimes he could get a little sidetracked. He's my little sidetracked one. But sometimes I think even when we get sidetracked, we're actually being sidetracked to get clarity on something, or we figure out something, how to do something better that we may not have figured out unless we kind of veered off the path a little bit. So I think this is really positive. I think you're continuing to hone whatever this represents for you. You're continuing to kind of like learn and hone your skill and kind of really gain a level of like mastery for whatever this is for you. But your challenge for the week with the Ten of Pentacles reverse, this it can indicate kind of you might feel like financially things are not going very well. This could be a side hustle that you're working on. This could be like maybe you want to try a different career or a different project, whatever this is. It could even be like a hobby that you're working on and now you're hemorrhaging money in a sense. You know, sometimes that happens. You get involved in something and then it winds up costing you a little extra here, a little extra there, and it's kind of, or you could just even be this week feeling that you're strapped for cash or things are not going quite well or there's more expenses in a sense. Sometimes, we got weeks like that. So it's something about either not feeling like you have the job stability or you feel like there's a little bit less money coming in or you're just feeling that you have less money or you can't be as financially kind of spend-thrifty. You have to be a little bit more reserved. So it's just that feeling with this situation. Now, but what's recommended for you is the Two of Pentacles. And this is, I see this card as about juggling. Like this person, they're juggling their responsibilities. They're doing it well, but they're always one step away from kind of dropping the ball. So it's always like that juggling act where you might be focusing your attention over here, and next thing you know, you got to go over here, focus attention over here. So you're trying to juggle multiple things at a time and keep things going. So for some of you, this could really represent like a side hustle that you're kind of diligently working at, or even a hobby or something you're doing with your personal life. And you're trying to juggle the different aspects of your life while you're still trying to learn and kind of gain more knowledge. But this also could be why you feel like the Ten of Pentacles is coming up, because you might actually be funneling some money into whatever this is for you. And it's a little bit like now a little bit more financially restrictive overall for you because you're kind of now shifting money different places. But it is what it is. Sometimes you have to do that. Sometimes you have to invest in something to really eventually make it work and get the return in the future. So yeah, so let's see what else we get for you guys. So first up, you have Seahorse Spirit, watch and wait. And I think, to me, this is saying that you just need to kind of continue on doing what you're doing, and eventually you're going to get a return. You may not be getting a return initially. I feel like this is taking time. But I think to me, this is very positive energy. Like, I think it's really positive. I think you're just kind of in the beginning of something, or even if it's not the beginning of something, you're coming at something a little different. Like, you're learning, you're trying to learn about certain things, and now you're trying to implement them, or you will be trying to implement them in the future. So I think this is really, really good. And with the Two of Pentacles, you're just kind of still doing it, because this is saying still do it, like juggle it. You're doing it, you're juggling, but this is what you need to do. You just need to make sure you're not dropping the balls. Like, don't make yourself crazy either, but you just have to kind of somehow keep a balance with everything. But with the watch and wait, I wonder for some of you if this is a new opportunity or something that you are learning, because to me this is definitely you're really trying to implement something different or come at something a little bit in another way. I think sometimes you have to just see how it goes. Like with the Page of Wands here, he's about action, so he's going to kind of take those steps to actually try it out. I think this is saying that take those steps, try it out, and if it seems to be working, take a minute, see how it is. And then if it's not working quite right, well, what is not working? Can you shift it up a little bit? Can you change it? Can you alter it? And then try it again. So I think this is saying maybe not fully go full on with something. Try it in stages, because I think that you're still learning whatever this is. So you might need to kind of trial and error. I think you're in the trial and error stage of this situation. So, and you don't want to get out of balance, because the Two of Pentacles here is to tell you to remain in balance. Like you're juggling, and this is what's recommended for you, is to continue to juggle. But with this, you want to stay in balance still. So I think maybe trying something a little bit and then seeing how it is, seeing if it works for you, if it matches you, if you can do it, and then see the result and then try again or try something in a different way. So I definitely think to me, this is also saying have patience. Shungite, detox your life. Now, I kind of feel that some of you might be in a little bit of I'm sorry if you hear something. The dog, he's here. My child is making noise. Some of you might be, honey, okay. I'm going to take this away. I'm going to give this to you in a little bit, okay? Okay. Sorry about that. Yeah, you can't have it right now. You have to wait. Jesse, no. It's not you. You can't. No, I said no. I said no. You'll get it in a little bit. You got to give me some time, okay? You go play with a different toy. You go play with your other snack, a quieter snack. So, Shungite, detox your life. Now, I think because this is a lot of this kind of learning, and sometimes anytime you're learning, you're trying things differently, there's a lot of troubleshooting, and it can get frustrating. Not everything goes super smoothly. Sometimes things are very, very frustrating. So I think if there's aspects in your life that are a little bit toxic to you, you need to be really, really aware of that at this moment, because I feel like you're really, I don't want to say hyper focused, but I think whatever this is could potentially have the future possibilities of being really good for you. So I think anything toxic, maybe avoid it at this time. Now, lightning, sudden change, shocking news, surprise, epiphany, upheaval, transformation. Now, the pages are both about news as well. So this could be, honey, please, Jesse, not right now. You be a good boy. You go play with something else. This could be about, I wonder if some of you between currently because you're in this current like kind of giving and receiving energy a little bit. I wonder if something's going to happen, or you're going to get kind of some news or information or a new way of some useful aspects, and that's going to spur you in the future to do something maybe a little bit differently. And I think that's definitely positive. So there may be something kind of like, I don't want to say sudden changes, but you might decide like to shift gears a little bit and maybe streamline something. So that is definitely positive. Now, new love, a new person has stirred your romantic feelings. So this could represent, you could be meeting somebody. Maybe this giving and receiving is a little bit like you're giving your time to somebody and they're giving their time to you, and it's very equal and fair. Or this could represent that whatever this situation is, it could be newer for you. It could be, like I said, a side hustle or something that you want to do for yourself and you're implementing, and it's really piqued your interest, and that's why you're juggling it, because it's something that you really want to do. So this new love, stirring romantic feelings, it could represent like whatever this represents for you. It could be kind of piquing your interest and kind of having you wanting to learn more and pursue more into this. And let's see what quote we get for you. Let's root for each other and watch each other grow. And I think this is really positive. I think this is really positive because I feel like you're kind of trying something. You're trying to figure this out here. You're juggling a little bit. And I wonder if detox your life, if you're doing something new, and anytime, sometimes we decide we're going to try something a little different, occasionally we'll have people in our lives that are not entirely in our corner. I think then this could be, detox your life could be going, then don't spend time with those people. Or if they're going to say something negative, just know this words coming out of their mouth are going to be negative Nancy over here, and you just mentally have to kind of just block that from seeping into your brain. So I think right now you just need to be positive. I feel like you're kind of trying to grow something. You're putting your energy into something, and you just have to see how it is, but just stay positive. Now for your little affirmation you have, today I am special. Today I will realize that I am a unique, one-of-a-kind person. I think that's wonderful. And let's see what Bob Ross has to say for you. Be so very light. Be a gentle whisper. Oh, that's really nice. Let me think about what this means. I wonder if this is kind of saying, because with the Page of Pentacles, he's very diligent with something, but I think sometimes he may not switch gears as easily as the Page of Wands. I think the Page of Wands is willing to kind of on a whim just be like, okay, we're trying something new out. Like, we're doing it this way. We've done it this way all along, but today, new day, we're doing it this way. So I wonder if in your mind you have to be a little bit more not so fixed, because even the Six of Pentacles, this is kind of about that balance, and then you have the balance over here as well. So I wonder if this be a gentle whisper with what Bob Ross is recommending for you, or Bob Ross's little quote is just saying that maybe in your mind, be open to kind of switching gears. Be open to thinking about things differently or seeing things from a different angle, or just be open that if you were doing something for so long in a certain kind of way, or your expectations were, I have to do it this way because everybody else was doing it that way. And then maybe you have a little intuition or a little thought like, oh, maybe this other way. You might get some kind of news or some realization that you might be able to do it some way differently, or something else is going to work better for you, because not everything works for everybody. There's things that work for me that don't work for my friends. Jesse, honey, I'm sorry. I don't know what he's doing. These things make all this kind of noise. Anyway, so you just have to kind of be willing to not be so committed, I guess. Be committed, but just be a mental gentle whisper. Okay. That's what I get for that. So let's see what spirit of the dish shall be with you in this week. We have the spirit of the greens, which is the spirit of the collard greens. Cooked the way you like. Okay, that's that. So for your dinner and a movie, you have seafood and action films. You have, for the energies that you either need to tap into or be aware of, you have Geminis. And Geminis are very kind of duality. They have that devil's advocate. They're able to kind of see things from multiple ways, or they're able to kind of talk it out. I always see them talking it out amongst themselves in their minds, kind of seeing things from different angles and what is the best way, and having that kind of almost that mental discussion about something. So I think that could be very helpful, because I think you have a lot of this duality here a little bit. So some of you might have to be open to different possibilities to try to really figure out the best route for you. And then you also have Capricorns, and they're very work orientated. They're about kind of restrictions, responsibilities, but they're very kind of diligent, and they're more of a longer term as well. They're willing to put in the work for the longer term as well. So some of you, this could represent something that is going to take a while to really transform into what you want it to transform into. But I think it's definitely something that you're figuring out and you are putting the work in. And I think you should definitely continue to put the work in. And then we have Neptune here, which is about vision, creativity, and illusions. And we have Mars here, which represents energy, initiative, and temper. You have 2 6th houses, which represents health, details, order, work, and structure. And you have, this is number 6, and that is an even number. So that means today, the special guest that will be answering your questions, Cancer, shall be Mr. Predicto. He'll be out in a few moments. Okay. F N M S L T W B B T, and you have the number 6. And you have wealth. So this could represent kind of, maybe this is some kind of wealth that you're trying to establish for a longer term, a new career, new whatever, or even wealth of knowledge. Maybe you're just trying to delve deeper into a certain hobby or passion project, and you're trying to gain some wealth. But wealth means a lot of things to a lot of different people. So whatever it means to you, some it could be financially, some it could be just you're wealthy and being happy, or you're wealthy with, having a lot of loving friends around you. So whatever this wealth means to you is what it means to you. Let's see what little charmy we got for you. And then 2 kind of stuck in my hand. So you have the unicorn and the pineapple. Now, the unicorn, I just think is saying that you just got to come the way you are. Don't be afraid to be a little different. If you have to kind of shine a little bit different than the rest of the crowd or whatever, you just have to do you. So you need to kind of just be your own little magical, mystical creature. So yeah, you might have to come at something a little bit more playful, a little bit more dreamy, because the unicorn also can be kind of pay attention to your dreams, or if there's a dream that you're kind of trying to go after, but it seems a little bit bigger, or it seems a little bit not as attainable or not practical. You just might need to still learn the steps to really achieve it. I think that a lot of times you could break things down into little pieces and more manageable steps instead of standing at the bottom looking up a mountain in a sense. But if you look up, okay, how do I get up this mountain? Let me just break it down into these little pieces. Eventually you're going to realize that you're getting up the mountain. So I think this is saying that you just might have to come at something a little different, a little unique, and just don't be afraid to stand out in a sense. And then the pineapple. So the pineapple, this is a great fruit. It kind of goes in everything. You know, it goes well with everything. I don't think I've ever had a pineapple in a dish that I didn't think was great. So this is just fun. But the pineapple is also an interesting fruit because it has like this weird texture on the outside, but it's like soft and juicy on the inside. And then it has a really strong core. So I think this is saying that you have to just remain strong, like have your core of what your beliefs and what you really want. Just be really true to yourself, true to what you want as you're going through this, and maybe not totally waver as you change things or decide you might need to do something different or move in a different direction. Still remain true to your inner core. So that's what I'm getting from the pineapple. And I think this is also saying have a little fun. That's what I'm getting from the pineapple today. Okay, now it is time. I'm going to bring over our special guest. Okay, Cancer. Think of your question and let us ask. Oh, Mr. Predicto, the most accurate fortune teller that's ever run off of batteries, what is the answer to Cancer's question?
It is best not to say now.
Oh, he said it is best not to say now. So I like to think that you have like a nice surprise coming towards you. And I think he doesn't want to spoil that surprise because maybe part of the path, you still have to learn certain things and learn or level up on a certain aspects before you really get to what you want. Or he might just be lazy today. You know, sometimes these guys, sometimes they don't want to answer questions. He just might be mysterious. That could be what it is. I hope you all have a nice week and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.